All right, we got our main event coming up next. Let's meet the fighters.
All right, H-Town, it's main event time. Please welcome to the blue corner, Jay Alderete.
So Jay Alderete, one of the younger fighters there at Next Level, but he's their team captain. That's the coach's son. He is still in high school, which is absolutely wild. Has gone perfect at 3-0. And man, just the sky is the limit for this youngster. We have two 17-year-olds, not just fighting, but fighting for the title. I mean, this is gonna be an excellent contest.
We talked about Jackson Glass and how prolific of a prospect he is. This kid is just that big. He's just not as well known as Jackson, but around the Houston scene, he is everywhere. He goes to every gym, he trains with everyone. He is trying to improve and be great. This kid, Jay, has legitimate skills, not just striking, but on the ground as well. And he trains very hard. He says this is his life, this is what he does. You know, this kid, Jay, he's very impressive to me when I watch him. And, you know, he's very mature for a young kid. You know, he had a little weight issue, but that's okay. That's part of the amateur. That's part of learning and growing your body.
Right.
He's still such a young adult. I mean, he's growing into his body. He's probably going to be, you know, a different weight class in the next 3 or 4 years as he grows and matures and lifts and eats well and does all the right things. But I'm excited to watch this kid fight. Yeah,
same here. And the way that works, he did miss weight, so he can't win the belt, but he still can win the fight. If his opponent, who we'll meet in a second, does win it, then he will be crowned champion. Let's meet Gonzalez, his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, 2-0, fighting for the 125 title fight. Another young kid, 17 years old, 18 years old.
Yeah, and he's another guy who's 2-0 with 2 submissions, one of them in the second round, so he's got a little bit of experience. But yeah, Alon's been a fun guy to watch. He has cross-trained at a gym. He's out of Team Tooks. Okay. Cameron Graves is one of my guys. One of your past opponents. So we know Alon very well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man, this is just such a fun prospect and just 2 young, lifelong martial artists. 17 years old, main eventing. I mean, what an opportunity for both guys.
Wow.
And both guys very skilled, very well-rounded, all around. I mean, this will be a fantastic fight.
I'm excited to see this. Jay's usually one to start fast. He's usually one to showboat a little bit. So he likes to get the crowd involved, and he likes to get, you know, he likes to get the people going. He's an entertainer at the end of the day. So I'm excited to see how focused he is, or if he's gonna try to buy into the crowd, or if he's just gonna get in there, try to get straight to business, and see how Alon deals with that. I mean, it's tough. Sometimes those guys in your face, it get you mad. You know, you gotta keep your composure. You gotta stay calm, and you gotta just fight your fight at the end of the day.
Yeah, I've learned weight misses, hard weight cuts, weigh-in antics, they don't matter come fight night. It only matters when that cage door locks and the ref says go. That's when we're really gonna find out really what matters.
100%.
We got Gonzalez in the cage. Let's get this main event flyweight title fight going.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, brought to you by OnlyFans, is scheduled for 5 rounds and is your main event of the evening for the Fury Amateur Series Flyweight Championship. Tonight's main event is sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. Your judges at cage side, John K., Ricardo Delgado, and Ramsey Ishak. And now, Houston, Texas, make some noise because the time for talk is over. It's time to unleash the Fury. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. Representing Next Level Training Center in MMA, this mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he weighed in at 126 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, he holds a perfect amateur record of 3 wins, no losses. Here is Jay Alderete. And introducing his opponent across the cage, Fighting out of the red corner, representing Team Took and Gracie Baja in the Woodlands, Texas. This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 124.2 pounds. Fighting out of Valle de Santiago, Guanajuato, Mexico. He holds an amateur record of 2 wins, no losses. Here is Alan Gonzalez. And now Professor Joe Solis with your final championship instructions.
All right, guys, this is a 5-round fight. I need you to follow my instructions at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Press gloves if you wish to do so. Let's do this.
Love a good old glove touch.
Oh, yeah.
It's always awkward. Like, sometimes you don't want to do it, but then someone does it, and you're like,
all right.
yeah.
I kind of feel obligated. Yeah, I've been there.
All right, let's get started.
All right, what the guys should do is probably be measured and take their time, but my guess is these guys are going to get right after it.
Oh, absolutely. Man, the size differences.
Yeah, Jay's a
Kinda
big old
showing.
25er.
Yeah, we can tell. With the little miss, but it's okay. The thing about Jay, he's going to put that pressure on for sure.
Yeah, both guys are actually doing a good job understanding this is a 5-round fight. Alon's last fight was just chaos from start to finish. He actually got cut pretty bad with a jump knee, but he ended up putting the guy to sleep with a triangle choke after recovering guard. I mean, it was really cool.
Ooh,
Nice combo there from Jay. And then in Jay's last fight against Lescott, it was madness for the 3 rounds it lasted.
You can see Jay already kind of feeling himself, showboating a little bit after that missed combination by Allen.
Yeah, and Jay's one of those madmen. He loves the fight. He loves the pressure. He loves the blood.
I mean, this main event slide, this is what he lives for. He talks about it all the time. You know, he's built for this. So you can see how comfortable he looks moving. Good leg kick low.
Yeah. Jay, you know, kind of throwing the touch, kind of like his trainer partner Gage Harper was doing. Not wasting energy. See Alon using more of a kick arsenal.
I see that.
That was a good way to breach. Oh, that ref's got to be careful.
Watch out, Joe. Watch out, Joe. Oh, okay.
Hey, a little hook kick there from Alon.
I like it. Guys are flashing, man. It's nice. I would say a little more feints from these guys. They're kind of just throwing their combinations, and both of them are kind of seen. I like to see a little feint. Land, and then feint, and then throw.
I'll tell you, Alon had thrown a double jab to enter in earlier, and it did him really well.
Yeah.
Nice little exit out. There's a loud body kick there.
Ooh.
A nice nice left hook there from Alon.
Alon's trying to catch a little rhythm. He's starting to find these blitzes, and he's noticing it's breaking up Jay's rhythm a little bit.
Yeah, that was good. He threw like that like shifted straight right, switch stance, straight left, and that straight left got through.
I think he knows he can't just sit here and have his back on the cage. He needs to be moving, he needs to blitz, and he needs to get his back off, because this is where Jay is very dangerous. When he's walking forward, he's long, he's calculating, he's looking for his shot. So he's got to work to get off the cage. Good leg kick, just like that, perfect.
100% that's why you called it beautifully. You can't sit there and back up against Jay. He likes the pressure, likes the volume. Now, what I'm curious in Alderete's camp is, you know, they saw Alon has 2-0, 2 subs. Are they going to wrestle at all, or is he content to just strike? Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure from what I saw out of Alon in camp, he's also looking to just mix it up and strike on the feet. So, I mean, he could be in for a really fun 15-minute kind of boxing match.
You know Jay, and Jay is not one to grapple too much. If it can stay on the ground, Jay's going to stay on the ground. He looked very well polished there. He picked his shots, he hit his shots. Alon did some good things, but I think Jay just overpowered a little bit with the pressure. It was a little overbearing at times.
Yeah, some of those big evasive exits there from Alon, they looked like big motions, despite him not really getting hit. But I'll tell you, these guys are both young teenagers. They're both young 17-year-olds, and they're both flyweights. I mean, I don't think we'll see much of a slowed pace here in this fight.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how Jay's feeling with his weight cut. We don't know how well it went. I mean, he missed weight, and you know he missed by 1 pound. So we know how that 1 pound is, but
for those who don't know, that last pound is the hardest one.
Right.
I mean,
but we've been there where we can get it off. So if he wasn't able to get off, who knows what kind of weight cut he went, you know, if he couldn't get that little last, you know, so we'll see how he holds up. He was telling me he wanted the first round KO because of, you know, that situation. So we'll see how he holds up. He looks okay. I think striking makes it easier for the cardio to last a little bit. And
even if you're a grappler, if you could choose, everyone chooses first round KO. And every one of my fights ever, I've gone for a first round KO.
Easier said than done, huh? Nice. Better from Milan.
Michael, you found that first round KO in the fight that meant most, winning that Fury belt. That was awesome, man.
Thank goodness. Because that guy is game.
Heck yeah.
That would have been a war. You know how I fight already.
Heck yeah.
I like Alon better approach this start.
Nice little spinning back kick.
Of just going first a little bit.
Man,
you know?
that was good. That was an important hand placement from Alon.
100%.
Blocked that high kick with a high guard as he was getting up.
Man, as much as most people in this position are already phased, right? They're getting kicked in the face, they're getting punched. Alon is still in the fight. He's still calm. He's moving. We just don't like being here, right there. We got to push off the cage. We got to move, and we got to be first. That's when he's having the most success, is when he's throwing first and not allowing Jay to get off.
Yeah, you can see there is a bit of a size difference between the guys. And they're kind of going strike for strike, but I think it's kind of the physicality difference that Jay that kind of lets him come forward. And he's almost like bossing Alon around just a little bit as Alon evades. It's making Alon make these big swooping exit where Jay can just kind of like circle out.
And I think we talked about it all night. It's just optics, you know. You're moving this guy around the whole cage. He's having his back around the cage, and you're just kind of, you know, putting it on him. Oh, good body by Jay. Good body shot by Jay. Good uppercut. Good movement by Alon to get out of that. He's got to get off the cage. He can't stay here.
Yeah,
that's better. Oh, good body.
Jay kind of showboated a little bit, but then he ate a 1-2 for it.
He good long, give it back to him. Give it back to him. That's what you have to do with these guys. These guys like to be flashy and pretty. You kind of got to just be there. It is really a skill to not go away, to be there, to constantly take, hey, everything is best punches and still be there and then return. Beautiful from Alon. But I tell you what, as much as flashy and crazy and showboaty as Jay is, he is willing to scrap and he's willing to be a dog.
Oh, absolutely. And then give these 17-year-olds, what, like 3 or 4 more years in the cage? And they're going to be just built to fight as young men. Give them 10 years, they're going to be some veterans in the cage.
Especially in this Fury cage. These guys are going to be legends. They're going to be coming for me and Josh Vance. They already are. I like Alon working the body.
Yeah, he's taking the most damage when his back's around the cage, though.
Yeah, we can't stay here.
He's got to get off that cage. Man, he's got to get off that cage.
But he evaded a lot. I mean, it didn't look like he was hurt, and he's coming back strong. This is how you fight someone like Jay. You have to be in his face. You have to not go away. Oh, Jay with the little smirk, but Alon staying there. Good pressure. I like the energy from Alon. He's not phased. He's not scared. I like it. A little shove at the end. I'm loving this. I am really enjoying this. This kid Alon is really exciting me right now. I like what I'm seeing from him because it doesn't look good being on the cage, but he's not getting hurt. He's getting off and coming back and still fighting.
I'd say that's just the biggest factor of the fight is just the pressure of Alderete is allowing him to get these combos off, albeit Alon blocking and countering really well. But it's just I think he's really got to make a play to just stay off that cage, and he's got to pick up his tempo and his footwork and circle more. Then so be it. But these guys seem fresh as can be going into round 3.
Yeah, Alon just cannot settle with his back on the cage. He's doing better when he's throwing, when he's coming first. But like you said, he's evading these punches. But we talked about it. Optics, he's throwing 4 or 5 combos that they probably don't land, but it looks like it lands.
And I remember when his coach presented, me with, the offer of them taking this fight. He's like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, you know what? They're both 17. Sure, Alon's only had 2 fights, but like, he's got so much to gain and so much to learn in this fight. And we can see that was the correct choice because it's competitive.
3rd round. We're in the 3rd round.
That's right. He's in there with them.
Fighting well too. He's evading. He's moving. He's just doing one thing bad, and that's just staying on the cage. But there's more to work on. This is why there's amateurs. He has 2 fights. That's the beauty of this game.
Yeah, and as we're coming up on, the 9th and 10th minute, you can see the guys' faces. They're actually looking pretty clean. Both guys very responsible defensively.
Good, that's a good combo. That thigh kick, oh man, it really slows down the forward movement. It slows down the momentum, and it hurts. You can see him kind of walking ginger on it. It's almost like a dead leg. Oh, the combo is there.
So one thing the amateurs are not allowed is reinforced knees. So you saw Jay hit that tie clinch, but he threw knees to the body.
Okay.
That shows good wherewithal, good
jab,
control of your tools.
Oh, good head kick by Jay.
Good high kick there from Jay, but again, responsible defense there from Alon.
Oh,
he's got to get his back off that cage, or else he's going to be in a world of pain here.
Can't sit there. He's still moving. He's breathing. His cardio looks great. Nice. Way to return as he's stopping. There you go. Way to come forward. Way to come forward.
Man, I think, and I know it's tough. I know it's asking a lot, but I think Alon's just got to start to make this ugly.
100%.
Just enter and then re-enter.
100%. That's what you have to do to, like we said, someone that's very technical and very, very sound. You got to make it ugly with these guys. You got to throw. You got to let it go like that. And you got to interrupt them in their movements like he did. He's got to be first. When he's first, he's landing.
That was maybe Alon's best strike.
Oh,
he kind of
100%.
feinted a jab, threw a jab, and threw the right hand over the top as Jay was kind of leaning back.
And you know why it was Alon's best strike? Because Jay gave it a smile when he got hit. Oh, and look, now he's starting to get hit a little bit more. Maybe that weight cut's starting to get him. We're in the 3rd round. It's about to go to the 4th. Alon's cardio is looking up. He's breathing a little bit. We just need to see a little more output. But I like him moving forward.
Agreed.
Oh,
and he's doing so
kick.
much better when he's on the front foot.
Oh, absolutely. Settle. We just can't settle.
Even in that fight we watched earlier with one of your boys, I mean, when he was pressuring, he was doing his best work, and he got cut open for his efforts, but still.
Way to fire and return. Ooh. Jay's touching him, and he's hitting him, and it's hurting.
Yeah, one thing Jay is doing a good job attacking high with his boxing.
Everywhere.
Attacking the body with his boxing, and then attacking the legs with his legs, I mean.
And low kicks, high kicks. He's mixing it up. Oh,
good step and jab from both of those guys.
Yeah, that was awesome. Is this turning into a real scrap?
It sure is.
Ooh, we heard that one from right
10
here.
seconds left.
We heard that one from right here. Good. Nice.
Ooh, firing back.
Nice. A lot of heart on the lawn, man. A lot of guys, I will tell you this right now, a lot of kids would quit right now. They would give up, and they would say, this guy is beating me up, and he's hitting me everywhere. He's hitting me high, low, and he won't stop. But Alon is staying in the fight. He's even coming forward and pushing Jay back, and he's dancing, he's smiling.
I mean, the best strike landed by Alon was arguably in that 3rd round. So this is another fun kind of like cliche of MMA, but like, if you want to be champ, you got to find it and dig deep in the championship rounds. This is the first championship round we're seeing tonight. I'm happy we're seeing round 4. And if these guys, are thinking about maybe going pro, which they are in the future, fighting 15 minutes is a great standard. I know, Michael, you were saying in your last amateur fight, you went the distance. In my last amateur fight, I went 3 5-minute rounds. 5 3-minute rounds. I knew I could fight 15 minutes comfortably. And so, man, invaluable experience for these guys as championship round number 4.
No doubt, invaluable experience.
About to get started.
These kids are going to gain so much from this. They're going to learn so much from this. And we're really going to see who's going to pull it out. Who wants it more right here? We got 2 rounds to decide half of who's going to be the flyweight champ.
It's funny, both guys kind of with semantics. They're both staying pretty respectful. Oh, man.
Oh.
I think Alon may be down on the scorecard,
sure.
As risky as that is, I don't think that's the worst thing for him.
No, it's honestly the best thing. Yes, that's what he needs to do. And it looks like he likes to do it. I mean,
Alon, from Mexico, came out with the Mexican flag. They're known for this, the most fun style.
Oh, 100%.
Sit in the pocket and bang it out.
Yeah, 100%.
So Jay, a little wiser, that was able to exit before Alon could hit those kind of slip and rips.
Yeah, and if Jay was being smart, he's kind of trying to have some fun and trying to stay in the pocket. He would keep doing what he's doing and just taking the shots from the outside and moving. But I know he wants that finish, and he's hunting for it. So kudos to Jay for even staying in the pocket and willing to throw bombs with him and trade, because he got hit pretty hard by Alon in those exchanges.
Yeah, and he just, stay in the course. Nice little,
beautiful movement by Jay.
So like right there, Alon dodged 4 punches, but that 5th one landed clean. I mean,
oh, good body. Man.
There's room for error in offense, but there's no room for error in defense.
Absolutely not. All it takes is one. Oh, there we go. First shot of the fight coming in the 4th round.
Yeah.
Oh, good knee to the thigh. Let's see what Jay's going to do right here. Oh, gave him a kiss and smacked him. Oh,
those
man.
knees sometimes to those weird areas to like the... Oh,
I think the reinforced knee?
No, I think he's going to
slap
Jay for...
Showboating, taunting?
Well, he kissed him. I don't. Oh, okay.
Reinforced knee. Reinforced knee. I think we allow kisses in the cage.
You know what?
Just not bites.
No bites. Shit, I got bit once in a fight, man. The guy got DQ'd for it. It was the weirdest thing ever. But yeah, definitely no bites. Yeah, on a local fight.
Wow. Okay, it definitely was. We were talking about the reinforced knees earlier, so we did see it in effect. Good on Joe for seeing that as well.
Yeah, I actually didn't catch
because he was doing it more than once. That was probably like the 4th or 5th time he's done that. So good on Joe to finally tell him, and hey, you can't do that. This is amateur still. If you want to turn pro, then you can do that.
Yeah, I think Alon maybe, naturally, it's a championship fight. He's in the 4th, and I think he's feeling this pace a little bit.
Good hook from southpaw from Jay. He's moving, he's feinting well. Oh, good uppercut, good body.
Man,
these are beautiful combos.
Jay's in shape too, man. He doesn't look like he's fading much at all.
No, he's looking good. This is what he does. Good leg kicks from Alon.
Much love and respect to Alon, man. He's in
tough.
it.
Good weaving, he's moving, he's bobbing. Good leg kicks. He's taking out that leg. Oh. Gosh, Alon.
He's got to just use his jab and try to come forward.
Yeah, absolutely. He cannot stay on this cage. At least when we're in the middle, you have a little better of options. But staying on this cage, you have nowhere to go. You're going left or you're going right, depending on where Jay's forcing you to go. Depending on which side he's hitting you from. It's just hard with Jay Style. He's switching back and forth, off the cage, left, right. It's, oh my God.
It's funny, and they look like two 17-year-olds. Jay's cardio is holding up so well. And I tell you, Alon's he's not really showing the damage.
No, not at all.
Alon's got to fire back.
There we go.
There it is.
Hey!
Wow.
Hey!
Man, what a way to what a way to let everyone know you're in this to win it.
You're not trying to give up. You're not giving up at all. You've seen this. He is fighting. He is fighting very hard. It is just hard. You can just see that Jay is very, very skilled. And he's got a lot of good tools. Jay's just got to work on what he's not doing well and trying to finish. But Alon's just a tough guy, man. He's, like you said, Mexican independence tomorrow. I mean, fighting with his heart. We got the spirit tomorrow. So, hey, last round. This is awesome. I cannot wait to see this last round. I think we're gonna get fireworks, man. This is, oh man, I love seeing this. It reminds me of my days. It reminds me of just coming up and, man, this is gonna be, like you said, this is gonna be so awesome for them to experience, to be a part of, and know that they can do this. They can go through this. That their cardio's gonna hold up.
Yeah.
Maybe we see something special. We'll see a Leon, comeback-esque.
Hey, man, we've seen it
because
more than one time before.
I mean, I think Jay's up 4-0.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Maybe Alon got a one, but I'm not sure. There you go. I like to throw at the same time. Throw at the same time.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say Alon needs a finish to win this fight.
100%.
But I'll tell you, the way these guys have been fighting, certainly could happen.
Alon is throwing, and he's waiting for the return. All it takes is one in this game. You know it. You've seen it. Lived it.
I'm surprised Jay's not gone to the body more with those kicks. He's probably thrown like 6 or 7 clean high kicks, and Alon has blocked them very consistently with that good, strong high guard.
I'll say this. Alon's defense has been very on point today.
It sure has, yeah, really good head movement, nice right hand there after that left hook there from Alon.
Because I'll tell you, a lot of people would be done. A lot of people would take these strikes, take these punches and say, this is just amateur fight, I'd live to fight another day. Alon wants this. You can see how bad he wants this.
Yeah, interestingly, if Jay's able to win the fight, there will be no belt put on him. Oh, man, that is what Alon needed. That is what Alon needed. That was a gift of a slip. I mean, he literally jumped on the opportunity.
But let's go. He needs to pick it up. He needs to keep going. He's got to use that momentum and keep coming forward. He can't stay on that back foot. Once he got that choke, if he got off, let's throw, let's move.
Let that be an example for him. He can make it happen. It's not impossible.
No, not at all.
90 seconds left, halfway through this 5th and final championship round in our main event.
I'd like to see Jay maybe just let it go. Let him have some fun like he was doing in that first round and just throw some stuff, see if it works, see if it lands, try it out. He might as well, you know.
Yeah, I think Jay.
Oh, flying
man,
triangle.
Oh. Oh man, kick to the head on the ground of opponent. I don't think it landed super clean, but I mean.
Joe wanted to. Joe almost said something. Oh, good inside. He's been beating up the legs. I think he's just too little, too late.
Eye poke.
Don't.
I think there was an eye poke.
Yeah.
If anything, that's fair. He did get kicked in the head.
Yeah, he did get kicked in the head.
So, I mean,
let's give him one of them.
The man a foul, right?
Yeah, let's give him one. He did get kicked in the face. And Joe should have stopped it probably, but it's okay.
I mean, at least step back up for it.
Yeah.
Maybe not take a point. I mean, they were
No.
They were scrambling.
He was trying to kick the legs, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was a very like respectful foul.
And it wasn't hard, so it wasn't
no.
you know, but still.
Man, if I'm alone, I'm maybe taking my 5 and catching my breath, and then.
For sure, because this is it.
To just nuke
this is it. This is everything. So he's got to come out hot. I know you're like, oh, I just want to say something and help out the corner.
No. So I actually crossed center war as well. So
okay.
I had a very neutral kind of sentiment.
It was hard watching the Lloyd fight. I'm like, oh, I want to say something, but I can't, you know. So I feel it. I see
martial arts, there's a code and there's honor.
Good hook.
To be non-biased is important. Alon's got to fire back.
Got to.
30 seconds left. There it is.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Good check by Jay finally. There you go. Good way to fire. Just got to throw. Nice.
So for those fighters at home who are training hard, if you're like, finish strong, 30-second push, you're like, why? This is why. Scenarios like this.
Yes.
Where all you have to do is sprint for now 15 seconds. I mean, even if you just start ripping right hooks and left hooks and right hooks and left hooks.
Nice, exactly. Just firing. Maybe take one to give one.
Jump there from Jay to finish out. Man, what a fight with these youngsters.
That was a great fight. That was awesome.
Those guys should be happy and proud of that performance.
That was awesome. Great fight. Good fight by these guys, man. Jay's the real deal. Alon is the real deal too, man. He showed what real toughness is. He showed some real grit, and Jay needs. There's a little things he can work on. You know, I know he was hunting for the finish. I know he wanted it bad, but Alon just did not go away. It is a skill to not go away. It is a skill. It really is. To be in someone's face and constantly say, I'm taking your best punches and I'm not going to go anywhere. Man, this kid Alon is the real deal. Alon's the real deal, and Jay is definitely the real deal. If I'm a matchmaker, I'm just throwing this out there. I don't know if Jackson Glass can make 35, but let's make Jay against Jackson Glass 135 before Jackson Glass turns pro. That's just my thoughts. Just throwing it out there. I'm not sure if we're going to see a new champion. I think Jay won 5-0, maybe 4-1 at worst. But since he missed a pound, he won't be able to win the belt, unfortunately. So we'll see what's next for these guys. That was a great fight. I loved seeing these amateurs, seeing how they come up. So let's get the official decision from Wayne right here. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 championship rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for your decision. Brought to you by OnlyFans. All 3 judges score the fight 50-45, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Jay Alderete. However, since Jay missed weight, he does not take home the Fury Amateur Series Flyweight Championship.
All right, guys, I'm with your winner, Jay Alderete. Jay is somehow still 17. You guys, he's 4-0. He made his debut in February of this year. That's 4 wins in 7 months. Talk about strength of schedule. I mean, that was a fun fight. You guys both fought like some 17-year-old fighters. Give us your thoughts on how you're feeling about this fight.
I feel alright. I feel like I really could have finished him. I wanted to finish him, but he's tough. I wasn't sorry to everybody. I missed weight by a pound, so I couldn't get the belt. But Eric, I want to chop it up with you after this. And I want that 35 belt on November 17th. He beat my boy. So I'm going to come out here and I'm going to give you all a good-ass knockout November 17th. Make some fucking noise if y'all want to hear that, if y'all want to see that shit. Let's go.
Yeah, man, I think that would be a great matchup. The bantamweight champion was crowned tonight. I think going up a weight class for the young athletic fighter to kind of grow into it is an excellent idea. And I know you wanted to finish tonight, but you went 15 minutes. One day you will go pro. You know you can fight hard for 15. It's a very valuable experience for you. So November 17th, I mean, just give a message to your fans as we leave here tonight.
I won't disappoint. I'm going to make weight. I'm going to knock his ass out. Let's go get that shit back in blood, baby. Let's go.
Jay Alderete, everybody.
Hey, I love you, Mom.